All right, it is September. Last month was a great month. I want to first thank everybody who watched the videos, subscribed last month. We had like 2,700 new subscribers, like 350,000 views or something crazy like that. Even on the last video, we more than doubled what I average get, which is like 300 likes. We got like 600 likes in the last video or something crazy. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of that. Next is the fact that I'm not going to be putting any more like Let's Plays, Minecraft, World of Warcraft, stuff like that on this channel. This channel is for now on going to be mobile gaming. It's Darth Microtransaction. We're going to stick to mobile gaming. That being said, I play more games than just mobile games. I've been playing PC games ever since I was a little kid, and I would like to continue to do that. So for that reason, I have a second channel where I'm going to put all of my Let's Plays and non-mobile game related content on there. It's in the description, links down there. If you want, you can subscribe to that, and you can see all the additional content I'll be making on top of the daily content you're already getting on this channel. So if you have any more interest in like Minecraft Let's Plays, they're going to be on the other channel. Okay, enough about the channel. Let's talk about today's video. This is Infernal Baroness. Now, this character is one of the new epics, and I'm going to go over the skills. And the basic attack attacks all enemies, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 5% of the damage inflicted. Clinging Dark, which attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. And then Perfect Veil on an ally for 2 turns with a cooldown of 3. Now, the most important thing about this character is 2 things. One is that it attacks all characters on the basic with a heal. The other one is that it is a force-based character. So for that reason, I have been trying to use this character in Spider 20, which we will get more on later in this video. As far as masteries go, I have masteries built for the Spider 20 cheese I attempt with her, which is basically Retribution plus War Master and just the standard resistance-based things on the defensive tree and the AoE damage and things of that nature on the War Master tree, mostly just down the left side there that most people take. The gear I have is not really worth mentioning. It's just because of the spider cheese I'm doing where I run lifesteal with some damage. The spiders go, they attack. Yeah, I'll show you here in a moment. In other dungeons, you probably want to change up the gear, make sure she's tanky enough not to die, make sure that she, can actually go fast enough. If you notice, my speed is only 53. I'd probably try to get her speed a little bit higher, and she does need more accuracy than just the 49 I have because you want to land the decreased attack. I have her purely built for spider. Okay, when it comes to Spider 20, since I've been talking about it, I should show it to you. Baroness is really interesting because you can get her HP low and give her the Retribution Mastery. Even if you don't have a counterattack, that way she'll counterattack, but then it's a 50% chance. But if you do have a counterattack like Skull Crusher or something, and you can get her low HP, they're going to, automatically by they, I mean the low spiralings, they're going to focus her with the counterattack up. She's going to just consistently auto-attack back. And because it's an AoE and she has War Master, she'll proc the AoE and do War Master to the main giant and do, a pretty good amount of damage, as well as proc damage on the other spiralings here, like you're seeing, and slowly clear them out. She ends up doing the majority of my damage in my runs. This team kind of falls apart if the spider gets too many turns and there's too many spiders alive, because then he eats them. It's not really the heal that gets you, it's the AoE damage afterwards, you see. You go through and it'll chunk you through, and then what happened now is Skull Crusher's too low HP because of the AoE protection, and the spiralings are going to focus him instead of Baroness. Now, if you had a different counterattack like a Valkyrie or Martyr, I think, and if you had Baroness, this team is just instantly, it's a wrap. I think you got it with Spider almost just with those 2 characters themselves, because she is with lifesteal, she's infinitely sustainable. She won't die. And so for that reason, she's kind of interesting to use. The problem really lies if the people around her are not strong enough, if you're not able to keep the turn meter decreased on the main guy, if you're not able to do enough damage, etc. And for those reasons, I feel the other parts of my team are what's lacking. But if you need a tank or something in Spider, or if you have a counterattack, or if you just need that force affinity to get it where they'll attack her, she's a great option. The Perfect Veil will always default to the leadership position, so you can kind of cheese and hide your counterattack like Skull Crusher or something in the lead position and try to get the turn or the right where that the Perfect Veil will go after the move, and then he'll hide and be able to go again. You could try that. Or if you don't have a counterattack, you could just use the Retribution Mastery, where when the Spiralings attack, if it does over 25% of their health, then she's automatically going to retaliate as as well. There's that strat. So you see there that she just did Perfect Veil to the leader once again, even though she had the lowest health. See, there's the Retribution Mastery I have. Even without counterattack, she can still counterattack, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool in combination with the way she works. So I think if I had the other characters around to support her, this strategy would work a lot better. But if you need a way to defeat Spider 20, take a look at her. Maybe she'll help fill the tank role that you may need. So this team's actually working fairly well, which is interesting. I'm using Gorgorab to be able to resurrect Skull Crusher after he dies, combined with the decreased turn meter from Nethro and Tyrell is enough decreased turn meter paired with the tanking of the Infernal Baroness. The problem is she going to get any counterattacks here? Oh, but we got it. Did we get it? Oh my God, this is it. Here we go. There it is, conquering the Spider 20 on auto with Infernal Baroness. That is awesome. And we got a crit damage necklace for our effort. Okay, now the thing with her, when it comes to like Dragon, for instance, is she is AoE based on her basic attack. So for this reason, she's pretty good when it comes to clearing waves. Unfortunately, her damage is mostly unimpressive. She varies anyway from like 5 to 15k, depending on the factors. If it's defense down, she's going to crit for like 13, 14k, which for me is not really enough. But all of her moves that are offensive are in fact AoE. So if you put her with War Master and you are clearing trash, you do at least get some AoE clearing viability with her. You get that, and the AoE attack down is pretty important as well. And there you have it. So 4 minutes, 12 seconds, not a very fast run. Her damage is fairly unimpressive. And I do have like a lifesteal, crit damage, attack type of gear on her because I'm using counterattack for most of her damage. So I'm sure her damage could go higher with better, more optimized gear. But still, I am fairly unimpressed with her in the dungeons. Dragon, she's fairly usable because she's a strong Infinity. Fire Knight, she's not really usable at all. Obviously, Minotaur, almost anything's usable. And then when it comes to the keeps, almost anything's usable there as well. But Ice Golem, maybe not so much. I'd rather have a different type of support type character in there, which I feel she kind of is more of a supportive character, even though she has double AoE attacks. She kind of feels like a supportive role to me. And when it comes to Arena, I mean, you can use her in Arena. You're just a little bit trolling. The thing is, Perfect Veil is not really usable in Arena. It takes a whole turn to do it. Most of the Arena damage is AoE based. So you see she does her Perfect Veil first, and then it's like, I mean, that's cool. Maybe if they have single target people, like a Royal Huntsman or something, it's not going to target your speed lead. Maybe if you had like someone like Gorgorab and you hit him with the Perfect Veil and I don't know. But nah, she's not so hot in Arena. But don't get me wrong, I don't think she's a bad character. I full booked her and, I'm maxing her out because I truly believe there's potential there. I think most of her potential does lie in the fact that she can be an AoE healer, tank, damage dealer, and spider, and that's where most of her utility currently in the game is going to go. That being said, I think the fact that she's not usable other places are not a product of the fact that she is bad, but in fact a byproduct of the fact that other characters are extremely useful in the dungeons where, she has some use like Dragon, etc., where she can be used mildly. There's just other people that are way better options, so she's kind of getting pushed down on the ladder. And the other part of it is Perfect Veil on a singular ally. It's hard to manipulate if it's always just the leader, and if it's not the leader, it's herself. And because it's supposed to be on an ally, it's basically only limited to this move might as well read on auto, places Perfect Veil on a leader. If no leader is available, places it on herself. It's no longer the buff and ally thing. It's really just those two options. So for that reason, the AI is a little bit unfortunate with that. This is probably technically her best move because it's a 2-turn AoE decrease attack debuff on only a 3-turn cooldown. And it's 75% chance, which is fairly decent. And then, can hit okay. She does scale based upon attack, which is unfortunate. If she scaled based upon defense, it might be better. But at the same time, because she is a Spider champion, her scaling on attack is actually good for Spider, because if you want her to use the Retribution Mastery, you need her to be receiving 25% of her max HP, and for that reason, you need her actually squishy with no defense. So I have some defense, but lower, and then only 27k, 28k HP. That way, when she gets hit by 8k, 9k, or whatever, it's enough to trigger the Retribution chance, at least. So overall, Infernal Baroness, I would give like an 8 out of 10, if not like a 9 out of 10 on Spider. She's very usable there. Everywhere else in the game, I'd give like a 4 or a 5, maybe a 6 on the higher end. I think the AI with Perfect Veil could use a little bit of tweaking, and the damage numbers are okay, but not good enough to be really excited about. And unfortunately, the 5% heal, if it was more like 10% heal in dungeons that are not Spider, would then be a little bit more meaningful. I think those changes would make her significantly better than she is now. If you do pull her, you can use her in the places shown, and she is viable in some situations. Thank you for watching this video. I want to say give it a like and a thumbs up in the comment, and subscribe, and hit me up on Indiegogo, Kickstarter, Google, yeah, Play, Instant Tunes.